Hi there everyone, this is Mike Sherritt from themikesherritt.com, and today is my day 15 of my video challenge. Now, I do apologise for not doing them every day. I've been super busy with the website, with the Power 3x3, and getting everything together with the app and designing the web pages for it and building the teams and giving the training, and I've just really not had time to do the videos, and I do apologise for people that have been watching them. But obviously today I'm going to talk about story selling and telling stories to make sure that you can get more sales, and making sure that you create an art of storytelling so that you get people's attention and that they understand what you're talking about. Now, what I found that works, and for me, is since I've been telling my story, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's a short version. When I was 16 years old, after watching my mum and my eldest brother taking drugs and selling them from the house and getting involved in watching them, and having to bring up my 8-year-old brother who had autism and feed him and clothe him and look after him at the age of 10 years old, I then watched my mother and my older brother get into drugs and drink and become alcoholics and druggies, and eventually my mum died from all the drugs and everything that took her over. And I was 16 years old. I was doing my GCSEs in schools, which is my qualifications to get for people that don't understand what they are. And I was in the middle of him, and she passed away when I was 16. It made me turn into the people that they were. From being around that from a young age, I went into drugs, started partying, got into DJing, which was complete, well, at the time it was a buzz, but it's a complete mistake on my behalf doing that. And I fell into the wrong hands, got myself in a lot of trouble, got myself in a lot of debt, and had to pay myself out of it for the next 10 years. Now, in amongst that, I had 2 beautiful children, which I didn't really pay much attention to, because I was always off my head and I was at wrong. I lost my children, and I had to fight to get them back. And I moved away from my partner because we were having a bad time, and obviously due to the fact of my addiction, I was in a bad place. And I came into hypnosis. I found hypnosis, and it changed my life. It gave me back my soul. It gave me back my personality, give me back my vision that I had when I was in school, where I was always told that I was the brightest in the class. I was in Mensa in maths, and obviously I then went on to start looking at more hypnosis, giving myself more self-improvement, and eventually came to fall online. Now, I'd been doing it on and off for about 14 years altogether, and I seriously started taking action with the online stuff about 5 years ago. I started making money straight away, and obviously I found a way to do it, obviously because I noticed that I've done a lot of personal development, and it's given me an edge over people because of the fact that I have that much knowledge now from being online and being in personal development for this long. I actually give people a lot of wisdom, and I actually understand a lot of people's pain. So obviously, from me turning in 1 minute being drugged and losing my children, I've now got my children back. I've now settled. I've got myself a new girlfriend, happily together. We're looking to be getting ourselves a new house soon, shortly. Obviously, my nan thought she was a failure as a parent. Well, now she knows she's not. She's got someone that's doing something, and she doesn't feel as though she's been no point on having children, and it's all been a waste of time, because that's what hurt me the most. And this is the reason why I do this, because I want them to know that they have done something good, they've created something good inside, and I want something for my kids and my future, and I want to be able to give the people that are around me that I love what they want when they want. So storytelling is actually going to help you give people imagination, let them connect with you on a more personal level. On a more personal level. Now, obviously, the stories that sell, and the way that you should be promoting them, if you've got no stories to tell, to get yourself motivated and move, is inspirational people. Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Dale Carnegie. Oh, I can name them all. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Obviously, just the basic ones. Jeff Olson's another one that's coming through, and I like watching and learning more about him and the methods that he teaches over the Slight Edge, which is some of the philosophies behind the Power of Three. You can use anyone, Mark Twain, Jesus, God, anyone you want that inspires people with a story. Now, obviously, you need to make sure that you're getting these people to think about what it is. So obviously, you need to make people understand. So it has to be like an analogy. So if you want them to do something inspirational, you need to then tell them to to relate the story inspirationally, that they did something and took action to that story, and that way then it'll help you get with the reader's emotions that's inside. Now, it's going to improve interaction between you both if you start selling stories. On the phone, you should be closing people by telling them stories. On videos, you should be telling people stories. On your blog post, you should be telling people stories. Your life should be around telling people stories, because this is what's made people millionaires in this industry. And it also helps people because they can relate to you on a more personal level, and they can interact with you better. Now, the way that you can start making more stories up is everything that you do on a day-to-day basis. If you go do something really interesting, tell people about the story that you've just done that day that's really interesting, to start you getting into that prospect of telling people. Like today, I'm going to meet another one of the team, Stephen Park's coming down to have a chat with me and do some masterminding, and then I'm going to go to the gym. I like my personal trainer and giving me a good workout, because the fact of it being is a healthy mind and a healthy body, and then a healthy lifestyle. So obviously, and then once I come back from the gym, I'm going to come back home, do a bit more networking, because there's some people online that need my help with the team. I'm going to then start carrying on with the mobile app, because the mobile app's going to change this industry. What we're going to create is going to give people the chance to walk around the streets and being able to sign people up on a mobile device. So some pretty exciting things coming through towards what we're doing at the minute. And obviously, what I want you to do is just tell people these stories all the time. Just inspire people by telling them stories, and get involved with telling people stories. So other than that, thank you very much again. My name's Mike Sherratt, and my website is themikesherratt.com. I am the co-owner of the Power of 3x3, the free marketing system that can help you put people into a funnel, into 4 different businesses for free, and you get all this training that we provide, which is a lot of liquid gold. But other than that, thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again soon.